Hi, it's me again. Well, basically, I'm just doing a video about this week's task, and my initial reaction when I read it, I was like, I wouldn't want my mum to look at what half the things I wrote in my text. To me, text is personal. It's not a thing for everyone to read. Like, for example, you don't want your friends to read all your texts. Therefore, and I don't want my mum or my parents in general to read my text. When I read it, I was like, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I think if it's a younger child and they've got a phone, younger than I am, okay, if you feel worried about their welfare, go ahead. But with certain words like suicide and drugs, what if they're just writing a word and it's in a song or something? How do you know that it's going to lead to them saying, oh, I'm going to commit suicide, or oh, I'm taking drugs? It may just be in a song that they're writing, like that they've heard or something. Doesn't mean they're going to take it. I think that adults, they take teenagers as people that they take things into their mind and roll with it so much. Like, not some of us have got our own mind. All of us are learning. Even older people are learning. Everyone learns every day. And I feel that they see teenagers as that if we watch something, therefore we'll go out and try it. Do you know what I mean? And not necessarily so. Some of us, just because someone jumps off in a cliff on a film doesn't necessarily mean we're going to jump off that cliff too. That's the same mentality I have with these parental blocks, with these blocks on the phone and that, because I don't see why, like, our parents, I'm sure our parents have got secrets from us, so why can't we have our secrets? Because I think that secrets make us as people, make our identity, because all of us have secrets, good or bad. And sometimes you do need to keep a secret here and there. I'm not saying be all the time secretive, because that's a bit weird, but there's no reason to for your parents, especially when you're 17, 16, 17 or older. Sorry about that. That's my boyfriend on his PlayStation. Our age, like 13 upwards. I don't know, like, we're still growing our own identity now. And I feel like stuff like that is our parents' way of keeping us as little children, because some parents are frightened to let their children go and adventure out, and I think that's, especially for parents, that's a weird thing for them. I think that's one thing that it wouldn't be a good thing for parents that are trying to have a hold on their children and get them and have them, still like wrap them up in cottonwool. However, I do feel that having companies like Parents Are Listening and Web Safety Inc. are good, because, parents know what their children are doing, because a lot of time in the media, when something, example, if a child goes missing, or they've run away, or they've met someone on the internet, or for example, a lot of people go, why didn't you look at what your child was doing on the internet, or why didn't you look at what they were doing on the phone? And with phones becoming more like a computer every day, I think that we do have to take into account that phones are not just a phone anymore that we just call and text on anymore. They're a mini computer now. So I think, just as we expect adults and parents to look at what their child is doing on their computer, I think that maybe, as another argument, that parents should look at their child's mobile phones too, to see what they're doing on there, because just because your child says they're not doing anything on Facebook, you don't know what they could be doing on their phone, because you're not with them every second of the day. So I do think it's a good thing in that respect. But however, my personal reaction is that I don't think it's good. I don't know, because I just see it as a way of parents trying to control you. And I think that if you're at an age where you should have some common sense by now, well, at least, just do your best to have some common sense.